Now, L.O.E is not my team, and I don't too much care for them. But today, I want to give them a shot. What's up, guys? Legic here, and today, let's revisit Full Power LF Frieza. And before we begin, can we all just come to the assumption that L.O.E is just one of the most awkward tags in this game? In terms of anytime they get a buff, it never lasts long. At best, that buff will last maybe a week or two. That's just about it. And there has been so many missed opportunities for them to actually make them a viable threat that it's not even funny. For example, as we all know, Mecha Frieza. For some odd reason, instead of making him red, which what the tag desperately needs still in my opinion, they made him purple. The free-to-play Metal Cooler, I feel like that dude should have been red too, but they made him blue. So there's been so many missed opportunities, and if you think about it, L.O.E in general, they're not meant to be more strike heavy, because if you think about it, all of their units have been mainly range type, right? And whenever they got their red unit, they got LF Cooler, and he fits better on a strike-based movie soccer team than he does on a core L.O.E team. Now, the Z abilities may line up perfectly. I don't have that unit still, so I can't really gauge of what his unique ability does or his Z ability does. I'll probably look up after this what it can do. But overall, I just think that, you know, L.O.E is just one of the most awkward tags in this game for that reason. But for Full Power Frieza, I don't pull him a lot, and I don't really use him a lot because, like I said, I'm not the biggest L.O.E fan. But his overall kit is still pretty decent. I think he can still put in the work, obviously. The only thing that I feel like he could have used, because this is just a personal preference for me, may not be for you, but just for me, I like units that can ramp up in damage with each time they use a strike, blast, whatever the case may be. I like units that can do that, because that just makes me feel good. Because yeah, it may take a while for that damage to get there, but it won't be that long if it's just a constant, you know, rev up. So in terms of the red Zenkai Gogeta, I will always use him as a reference, because that's what I'm looking for within a unit, in terms of always using a strike or a blast arch to buff up their overall damage, or whatever the case may be. About this unit is he can nullify endurance, so that's also pretty good, and he can get up to 100% damage inflicted if he's facing another Sun family member or character, so that's not that bad either. But overall, I think he can still put in the work. And so here's the team. It's basically going to be him on a L.O.E team, like I said, with 2 Zenkai buffs. And I finally got this guy fully maxed out, because I want to take advantage of his crit stacking for his L.O.E family members. So that's pretty much what we're going to be doing here with this guy. And if I have to, which I may have to do, I'll also throw in Andrew Golden Frieza. I don't use him a lot, so might as well try and give this man a shot. So with all that said, let's jump right into it and see how well can this team do in this current meta, and see how well LF Full Power Frieza has aged. So after all that, not bad at all. Like I said, the tag itself is still good. It's just that anytime they get a buff, it never lasts long, and I think that is the real issue with LOE. You can't buff a tag whenever you feel like it, because that's what it seems like. They don't put enough effort into other tags as they do for what seems to be now Powerful Opponent, Future, Movie Saga, any Saiyan, Fusion Warrior, all the characters that you see currently. They do not push that for any other, I guess, tag. And when you think about it, whenever we got the Powerful Opponent campaign last year, that right there was a good opportunity to not only buff LOE, but also give buffs to Regen, also give buffs to, again, Movie Saga. I think there's a few characters that could be represented within that should have got some love in the Powerful Opponent campaign. For example, a new Bojack wouldn't be bad. If not a new Bojack, then God forbid, give the purple one a Zenkai, a LF or Ultra Janemba, whatever the case may be. But for LOE, it's just that whole, you're gonna get a buff, and it's only gonna last a week or two. It just kills it. And I still think that this is one of the most hated tags within this game as well. I've seen a few people post a lot of negative things about LOE, but other than that, I just don't think that, you know, the tag deserves this much neglectfulness, if that's even a word. I don't think that they do. They definitely need some type of buff that'll keep them, I guess, around longer than just a week or two. But for Full Power Frieza, he did his job pretty well. Still a good, fantastic unit in my opinion. He may not be on a LOE team for me because that's not my team. I like using him more on Powerful Opponent because you can do a lot of fun things with that. And all you really have to do in order to make this guy really seem good is flex him on a more ranged based Powerful Opponent setup and he'll be fine. But nonetheless, I'm okay with him. He did his job, and that's pretty much it. So until next time, peace.